Welcome back to From the Burbs to the Tetons. This is part 6 in our series about developing the property, specifically the site plan. We're going to cover multiple days in this video. I got behind schedule, I ran into some problems with the GoPro, and I made my priority getting the wall constructed. So the third day I worked on my own. There really wasn't much sense for the Milken brothers to show up. I needed to get the retaining walls up to a certain point before we could start putting in more fill. So I got the front retaining walls up to the height of the culvert. I didn't see any good way of going any higher and ensuring that those top level parts of the wall aligned properly with the backside without getting the backside up to the height of the culvert as well. So let's move on to day 4. So the Milken brothers are back. Now we have just a regular backhoe for distributing dirt. And they've already dumped a whole bunch of the dirt on the front side of the culvert. They've also dumped some dirt on the back side where we could go ahead and pack it in real tight underneath the culvert. I also have another row completed for the culvert and another row started. Now he's running back and forth over the fill just to pack it in. Now we get to watch some backhoe gymnastics while he tries to get over the canal and minimize the damages to the wall. Then we start cleaning up behind the culverts because more trucks of dirt are coming and they're going to start filling in on that side. Get a couple more cinder blocks in place, and then we need to have a discussion about where we're going to put the wings for the driveway, how far out are we going to actually be able to put them. About that time the GoPro battery dies. I really don't notice it because I'm just concentrating on trying to get as much work done as possible. But I did take a few pictures so you could see the progress at the end of the day. Now we move on to day 5 of the build. The Malcolm brothers are basically done with what I asked them to do, which was I want to be able to drive onto my property. I can now drive over the culvert and onto my property. The driveway isn't properly done, but we're going to have a phase 2 of building the driveway all the way out to the house, and at that point I expect a lot of work to be done over the culvert. Here we are on day 6. This was a complicated day because I was putting in 2 pieces of horizontal rebar in each wall. The first piece was about 5 feet long. It went right on top of the culvert to strengthen the wall across the culvert. And then the next row, I put another one the length of the wall. Now, I didn't realize it, and I was kind of ticked off I didn't get a picture, but it turns out that this picture does have a little bit of the rebar showing on the second level. Sorry about the finger in the picture. This shows the rebar cut and placed in the wall. I don't think we've started pouring cement. Well, actually, you know, maybe we have because there's a lot of wet and seepage going on. So now we're going to put one more row of cinder block on the wall. We're going to leave the end hole uncovered by this next row, so there's like a little notch, and then we'll cap the whole thing. And here you can see rebar ready to go for the middle part of the wall. Here's a view at the end of the day. We just finished capping it a few hours ago. I cleaned up the job site so all the rental equipment and everything could get picked back up. This is the side of the culvert that the water is going to enter. Let me show you the other side of the culvert. This is where the water exits. I took this picture from this angle because my wife loves seeing the Tetons in the background. So do I. We're really excited about being able to drive onto our property now and also get workmen onto the property to continue site enhancement. Comments down below are always welcome. Please give it a thumbs up if you like the video. Always like new subscribers and click the bell button if you want to know when we're uploading a new video.